It's a big day for West Asia. Today marks the second anniversary of the Hamas attack on Israel. On this day, in 2023, the region was plunged into war. Hamas terrorists killed almost 1,200 Israelis. They also took 240 people hostage. In response, Israel has unleashed a brutal war on Gaza, a war that has killed over 60,000 people. But after months of relentless fighting, there is hope for peace. Because today is also day 2 of the peace talks. Israeli and Hamas negotiators are currently in Egypt, in the Red Sea town of Sharm el-Sheikh. They are not meeting directly. Instead, the talks are being mediated by Qatar and Egypt. The question is, will there be a breakthrough? Reports say the first day of talks ended on a positive note. Both sides discussed a roadmap for future discussions. Hamas reportedly raised objections to Israel's continued attacks on Gaza. They feel it complicates the ongoing negotiations. Beyond that, the talks covered hostages, aid, and a ceasefire. Over in Washington, the U.S. president is optimistic. He says there could be a deal soon.
I think we're going to have it soon. I think we're going to have a deal. It's a hard thing for me to say that when for years and years they've been trying to have a deal with Gaza. But, literally for centuries, okay, if you really think about it. But we're going to have a Gaza deal, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Remember, Trump has set a deadline. He wants the first stage of the deal to be wrapped up this week. And what's the first stage? Hamas must free all hostages within 72 hours of an agreement. After that, Israel's military will withdraw. And we'll get to the details in a bit, but first, the backdrop of today's talks. It's not just any backdrop. It's the trauma of what happened on the 7th of October. Memorial events were held across Israel, including at places where Hamas terrorists struck. Take a look. In Jerusalem, there were protests. It was led by the families of the hostages held in Gaza. They carried pictures of their captive kin. They also urged the Israeli government to end the war, to strike a deal to bring back the hostages.
There is a deal on the table. There is an opportunity to end this war and bring everybody back home. We all deserve it. We deserve it. Our neighbors deserve it. We want this war to end and all to come back to their homes.
For President Trump, you are the one that can bring them home now. Please make it happen. And again, I want Tal. I want Lure that was kidnapped from near Yitzhak together with Tal, and all the 46 hostages in one deal home this week. Thank you.
Over in Gaza, the attacks continue. Israel has carried out multiple airstrikes on Gaza. Since Friday, when the deal was proposed, more than 100 people have been killed. Just today, around 8 people lost their lives, meaning the attacks continue. Yes, the intensity has reduced, but people are still dying, which brings us to the sticking points. There are 3 main ones. The first is disarmament. Trump and Israel want Hamas to surrender its arms. That's non-negotiable for Netanyahu. Israelis say it's necessary to ensure there is no repeat of the 7th of October. Basically, the plan is to defang Hamas, but the group has not agreed to this demand yet. They feel disarming will leave Hamas vulnerable to Israeli attacks, if not today, then in the future. Now, the second sticking point is hostages. Trump's deal requires Hamas to free all 48 hostages, that too within 72 hours of a deal. Again, that's a risk for Hamas. Once the hostages are freed, Hamas has no bargaining chip. They will have to hope that Israel holds up its end of the bargain. And the final sticking point, no future role for Hamas in governing Gaza. Again, this could be a red line. Hamas has enjoyed political relevance since taking over Gaza. If they give that up, they won't be at the table. They may have no say in a future Palestinian state. These are likely to be the three major sticking points in Egypt. Now, there are two ways of looking at it. One, this is to be expected. Hamas has lost the war on the battlefield, so it's natural for Israel to make maximalist demands, and there are also historical precedents for disarming the losing side. Now, that's one way of looking at it. The other way is this. These demands make the livelihood of a deal less, and no deal equals more deaths. But as things stand, there is optimism in the air because there is pressure from all sides. Trump and the hostage families are pressuring Netanyahu. The Arab countries are pressuring Hamas. Let's hope they can quickly come to an agreement.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.